and welcome back to Jim's Mix, and welcome to Southwest Wyoming at the shooting range here for our county. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for taking time to watch our videos. Granddaughter's on the camera today, and we are going to be test firing and shooting the CVA Cascade Varmint Hunter in 22-250. This is their new one that I did the unboxing and initial impressions video on a couple weeks ago. And this is a follow-up with some range time. We'll be shooting some Federal 50 grain to kind of break things in. And this is Varmint Predator. This is their, I don't think it's their premium line, but at any rate, I've also got some select hand loads. I don't know what we'll get to shoot. A little bit more on this rifle. I have shot it a little bit, maybe about 10 rounds, just kind of break things in. The magazine works excellent, feeding function, all of that stuff is just as you would expect it. I am using a Burris full field E1, and it is in 6.5 20 by 50. And this is their model that is actually made for the 22-250. So I thought it would be a good match for this rifle. So we're going to send some downrange. I'm going to check the zero at 50, be sure where it's at, and then we'll stretch it out to 100 and see what we get. One of my subscribers commented on the unboxing video that he hoped it shot better than his, because he shot his about 200 rounds and said he sold it. He said it was horrible. So we'll see what this thing does. Well, it's afternoon now. It's about a little after 12. Got some wind this morning. It's Wyoming, you can expect that, but I don't think it's too bad, maybe 5 or 10 miles an hour. So thank you for tuning in. Let's load this up and send some downrange. Be right here and we'll give it a shot. Recording now.
Yeah.
Here we go. We're going to put a few in this 50-yard target and see what we got. About 4 inches high at 50 yards, so we'll make an adjustment in just a minute. And it looks like we're about a 3/4 inch group. I've had too much coffee today, so I'm not sure how this is going to go. A little shaky. The Burris scope, not doing a review on it yet, but it seems to be really a good scope. The turrets are a little mushy, but they've got good solid clicks. And let's see if that gets me a little better. This has a little heavier than average barrel. It's not a bull barrel, but it's pretty heavy. It's got some nice fluting. It is a threaded muzzle and all that stuff. I covered that under the initial boxing. And okay. That's the habit I've got in. After I adjust the scope, I give it a few wraps to let everything kind of get ready for the recoil that's coming up, I guess. So we're going to stretch it on out to 100. Looks like, in all honesty, it's going to shoot pretty well. It seems to kind of like these Federals, so we'll see how that holds up now at 100 yards. Again, we got a little wind, and at that 50-yard target, and I know you can't see it, it's on a old target that's kind of swayed in the breeze, so we'll give it a little stretch out to 100 now and see what we get. The on the Burris scope, I have found I've got two different Burris EP1s, and the magnification zoom ring is really tight on them. And I got these little guys from CV Life to go on them. They're not the most attractive, but they certainly work well, and they seem to be very, very, very well made. So I'm using a Caldwell Matrix rest. I highly recommend this for you. It is just really, a lot of heat mirage out there. It is hot here in Southwest Wyoming for us, so we'll see what we get at 100. I'll try to get this nice and smooth for you. That is not a good looking group, and I don't know if I can blame that on me. So we just not, my viewer may be right. But again, too much coffee kind of gives you the jitters doing this. So. Okay, we're going to pause the video and let this little rifle cool off, and we'll be back.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to go look at some targets. Gap in the video here is we were just shooting some and didn't want to try to do all the fancy stuff. I don't have means to do that yet, but it's coming. So we're going to walk out here and have a look at this 100-yard target. We've got some of the factory, federal, 50 grain, jacketed hollow point, and then we have some hand loads. These are all with 48.95. They're with 3 different bullet weights, 60, 55, and 50. And we're going to go out here and see what we got. I know on the bottom right target I pulled one right off the bat, and then 2 more in there. So let's go have a look and see what we've got. The next groups I'll be doing will be with Varmint, same weight bullets, seated, same length, and all that good stuff, to see what we get with that. So let's go see what we've got. It's 100 yards on the rifle range is further than you think. And I'm going to tell Trinity not to worry so much about the cameras where she's stepping. These metal posts sticking up for the target backings, somebody has driven them down in the ground, and they're sticking up about 1 inch or 2 inches, and it's kind of made it sort of dangerous to step on that stuff. So while we're walking, I'll talk. This coming Friday, I will be having a defibrillator pacemaker implanted. So I don't know what my videos will look like for a little while, or if they'll slow down. But I do have some big plans for the channel later in the fall. Living in Wyoming, I have access to a lot of different businesses that are related to the firearms industry, like Kel-Tec is close, Weatherby's and shit, Magpul, Maven, not far from me, and several other gun-related groups. And I'm going to be going and taking some tours, interviewing these folks, and see if I can get us some information about some of these groups here in the state of Wyoming. So here we are. This is the federal with the first set of targets we were shooting when we were on the video. This is the last 3-shot group with the 50 grain federal. It's coming into its own. It's just now really getting broke in. It's got less than 50 rounds through it so far. And then up here is a 3-shot group. I did drop that one. It seems like me in that first shot. This is, I believe this was the 55 grain with 48.95. This is the 60 grain with 48.95. Easy, less than 3/4 of an inch group. With these two, this is the one I pulled. These two almost in the same hole. And then Trinity shooting the 50 grain loaded with 48.95. And again, the wind, I'm having to hold this target. The wind has gotten up, and the heat mirage out here, believe it or not, is giving us some trouble. So we're done for the shooting for today. So those are the groups we shot. Thank you for tuning in, and just thank you for watching our videos. Like, subscribe, comment, questions, whatever you'd like. I do get back to them, and I do read them. Make a lot of comments so that if I'm laid up for a few days, I'll have something to do other than just kind of twiddle my thumbs or whatever. Thank you for tuning in. God bless you. Stay safe.